Morning everybody and welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets. We'll be looking at the Ethereum charts. There's something going on in the Ethereum charts, the Bitcoin chart as well. Something big could be happening there as well. I'm going to show you that as well. And we'll be going over a couple of news stories as well. I want to thank everybody in the free group for joining. There's lots of people joining the free group. Thank you very much for joining. Brilliant to have you there. I know I've not been in the past couple of days as much as I should. I've just got a kind of new computer. And I'm finishing off a book. Well, I'm not finishing off, I'm doing the second draft of the book. So it's been really busy, but I'm still really into crypto. Obviously, I'm still kind of in there every single day. But free group, link down below. If you want to join the premium group, there is a link down below to join the premium group as well. And I've shown you lots of kind of different calls with the premium group. As of late, they have done really well. One of them we're going to be looking at today, Coti. I kind of looked at that a few weeks ago and said about 126 Satoshi. This is going to take off. This could be a really brilliant long-term and short-term play. It's taken off. It's went up to over 300 Satoshi, nearly 180%. So we'll talk about that in this video as well. So stay tuned. And as ever, if you like these videos, subscribe, hit that notification bell and like the video just now. Don't wait till the end. Like the video just now if you like these videos. It really does help the channel. And leave a comment down below if you're watching this on a replay as well. That'd be brilliant to do that. Okay, let's have a look at the markets. What's happening just now on CoinMarketCap? We have just now CoinMarketCap an overall market capitalization of $276 billion. We've got Bitcoin dominance of 63.3%. And who's the winners and losers? We've got DX Chain, 8.21, Eternity, Algorand, Theta, MCO, Qtum. Not up by much. There's only about 12% in the green this morning because of the Bitcoin drop. And we'll look at that. Who's the losers? Seer Coin down 15%, Waku Chain, Hedera Hashgraph, ABBC Coin, Wax, and Kyber Network all down in double-digit reds today. So it's a red day across the board, unfortunately. But we will have a look at the Bitcoin chart just now. We'll have a look at this one just now. Okay, lots going on with Bitcoin. Got a potential bull flag here with Bitcoin. You can see this kind of pull here. This is going to act as a pull. We've got a bull flag here. If it breaks out here, that's going to be extremely bullish and go up to that 10,500 area for Bitcoin. So within this kind of a descending, it's almost like a descending channel here, but it's going to act as a kind of bull flag, I would say. So we've got a bottom price there, around about the $9,000 area. So I'm not too concerned about the Bitcoin price at these levels. This is kind of micro looking at Bitcoin, but macro is a totally different story, and I'm going to show you a chart in a second that's going to show you that. Micro, we're at 9,568, expected to go up to around about the 9,900, nearly touching that 10,000 area again. And possibly over the next couple of days, we'll kind of bring this down a wee bit. So possibly over the next couple of days, around about the 9,800, and hopefully breaking out from this flag here and breaking to the upside, going up to that 10,500 area to retest that area. So that's what I think is going to happen. But should we be worried? I don't think I'm going to be worried unless it falls below this 50 EMA. If it falls below 8,800, then I'd be concerned about Bitcoin price. We could see a big sell-off then at 8,800. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll need to wait and see. Okay, I want to show you this with Bitcoin. This is the Super Guppy. I've showed you this before, but I want to remind you again, because this is a reminder to look at the macro view. Okay, so Super Guppy is an extension we've got here. It's an indicator we've got, and it's from Chris Moody. And I've used it loads of times before. I've looked at it loads of times before with you, but I've never done it for a couple of months, I don't think. But I want to show you again. So this is a series of MAs, moving averages, and EMAs crossing over each other. And when they turn green, this is a very, very bullish indicator. This is on a weekly chart. So first time it turned green on the Bitcoin chart was back in September 2012, and it lasted for 427 days before it kind of turned grey and then went to red, and it had a rise of 9,600%, going from $12 to $1,169, which is huge. So then we had another guppy, happened on the 11th of January 2016. That lasted for a period of 700 days. And that rose by 4,300%, going from $447 to $19,600. Okay, so where does that leave us today? Well, the Super Guppy turned green again on the weekly on the 3rd of June 2019. Now, how long do we know? How long is it going to last? How could we possibly know? Okay, so the first one was 427 days long. Second one was 700 days long. It could be, this is just me, pure speculation, saying, okay, what we have to do here is look at the 700 day divided by 427, we get 1.6, so you times 700 by 1.6 and you get round about 1100. So this is what I'm going for just now. And looking at the rises, we had a 9,600% rise, then a rise of 4,300%, so we can expect about half of that again, roughly half. So I'm going for 2,000%, and I'm going to bring this down here. And this takes us up to round about the 7th of June 2022, where we could see a top of $192,000 for Bitcoin. But it's not going to be this year, it's not going to be next year, it's probably going to be 2022. But the good thing is it's still just going to keep on rising. We're going to keep on rising, so we're going to have these dips, we're going to have these falls, we're going to have these rises, but a top at 192,000, and then we start another cycle for the Super Guppy again. So the Guppy's in between, the cycles in between have lasted, I'm just going to measure it, 462 days for the first one. For the second one, it lasted 280 days. So it could be for the third one, it's going to last half of that, again 140 days. But we'll need to wait and see. Now, I don't know for sure, obviously this is not scientific, it's just me speculating, it's me, it's conjecture, just looking at this and just saying, okay, this could happen because of what happened in the past. And you know, we can't kind of look back at history and say, okay, that's what's going to happen in the future because of history. But it's a possible good indicator, and it's good to see where it could end up. So this is a Super Guppy. Now, something very, very similar on Ethereum chart. If we look at Ethereum, we've got a very similar pattern here. We've got this bull flag pattern here with Ethereum. We're at $259 at the moment. If we break out of here, and we've been saying this for a while, if we break out of 276 or 280, we're going to go up to that $380, I think. That's where we're headed. Kind of longer term, but we've got this bull flag pattern again. It's almost like this descending channel, but we've got this kind of flagpole here for Ethereum. It kind of rose, kind of went up 100%, coming down a wee bit as you'd expect. Kind of looks as if it's going sideways just now. So expect us to kind of go along a wee bit and then break out round about here, $262, break out and shoot right up to past the 300. That's going to be a psychological barrier, and then on up to $380, come back down and then go back up again. So we'll zoom out and show you what I'm talking about here. Go to auto, and I'm just going to get this line, horizontal line. So this line here, I'm going to put it at $380. So this is a pattern I'm looking at. And you can almost see it's like a cup and handle kind of formation there as well. So it could be that we're going to get that with Ethereum. However, again, looking at Super Guppy, Ethereum is starting to turn. So it's been in this period just now, Ethereum, whereby the Super Guppy has been kind of in a period of 567 days. So we're talking a year and a half. A year and a half since 6th of August 2018. We've been kind of going down steadily on the Super Guppy, going down steadily, but we're starting to move back up again. And this could be turning green in the next 6 weeks or so, which will be extremely bullish for Ethereum. Now, if we go down to 3-day chart, we can see the Super Guppy has already turned green on the 18th of February. Now, I don't like to use the 3-day chart because I think the longer periods are going to give a macro view of what's going to be happening in the future. It could give a macro view, But if we look at the 3-day chart, we can see extremely bullish kind of all the way along for Ethereum. And we can see the last time when it turned green, it went from, I think it was $10, well, we know that kind of $1,500. So a 15,000% rise there for Ethereum. Now the period is lasted so far for the 3-day one is 443 days, just over a year. It turned green slightly here, and this is why I like to use the longer ones, because you're going to get less of this kind of noise in between. But it did turn green here, and then it turned red again. Now it's turning green. So we've only turned green 3 times, or twice previously. And this is the 3rd time it's turned green on the 3-day chart. But going back to the weekly is the one I'm interested in. We've only turned green once. It's been in red for a year and a half, and it looks as if within the next couple of weeks we're going to be turning green again on the Super Guppy weekly, which is going to be extremely bullish. And as I said here, we went up 1,500% the last time. Do I expect that to happen again? Nope, but I do think we're going to get way past this $1,500 for Ethereum. And if you look at the macro view, it's not really that far to get from where we are, $259 up to 1,500. I think we're easily going to surpass that. Probably this year, if I'm being really honest. Okay, let's look at some news. This is the charts for the markets just now. So this is the FTSE 100 at the moment, 7,139. We fell by 5% now. In the stock market, that is a huge amount. I know Bitcoin is up and down by 5% a day, but it doesn't usually happen in the stock market. We're going to go to the weekly. And we've got this long-term support line here. So it nearly came down to that level again, around about the 7,000 level, and it might still fall on that level. This is on a weekly, and before a bounce happens here as well. There's always been some form of a bounce, apart from really around about here. This was back in 2008 when we really did kind of fall big time from 7,000 down to 3,500. So we lost 50% over the space of a few months. That was the last major kind of fall that we had. The one previous to that was back in 2000. So we've got a kind of 8-year cycle where 2015 that kind of came down but didn't fall by the 50%, fell by 22%. So we could see a big fall again, possibly down to that 4,000 level if it breaks this line here. A lot of people are expecting the stock market to crash big time. Okay, let's look at the Dow Jones. Okay, so this is the Dow Jones index, and you can see here we fell something similar over a few days from there to about there, 4.9%. Still falling just now. Obviously, it's not open just now. It opens at kind of 2 p.m. here or 1 p.m. here. So we don't know if we're expecting that, although the futures contracts are up a bit just now. What's happened with the oil? Oil is going down as well. So what do you expect to be up? Everything's going down just now. Bitcoin is not up yet, but gold is. And there's been a strong correlation between the gold price and Bitcoin price as of late. So the gold price is going up again. It's nearly getting to its all-time high. We're at $1,654. It hasn't been that price since 2013. So we're up to a kind of 7-year high just now, and possibly it could go to an all-time high by the end of this year for gold as well. As the stock markets crash and as the kind of political and economic situation gets, it looks as if it's getting worse, Bitcoin and gold are going up. Bitcoin not today, obviously, but it's gone up from, we have to say, $3,000 all the way up to $9,000 or $9,500 just now. It's still done well. We have to remember that as well. So there's a lot of uncertainty in the kind of traditional markets just now. So I think this could bode well for cryptocurrency and for Bitcoin and the likes of Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, etc. as well. So looking good for them. Okay, some news. Tim Draper says paradigm shift will bring Bitcoin to $250,000, reveals move to crypto as Dow plunges 1,000 points. So in an interview on CNBC's Qualcali, the founder and managing partner of seed stage venture firm Draper Associates says that most of his assets are now in crypto. I've got to admit, I've been out of the market for about 6 months. It felt pretty lofty for me. I kind of moved most of my stuff to crypto and Bitcoin. I think that's kind of a safe haven now. And I think this correction, it may end up being more than that. But I think we're in for a kind of interesting ride. I don't know why I wouldn't short it there. He also said in December 2019, I think Bitcoin in 2022 or the beginning of 2023 will hit $250,000, and that is a big move from where it is here. I think that the reason there is that Bitcoin will be the currency of choice. So Tim Draper saying a lot of things there. I'll post the link down below for you as well. Ethereum. Ethereum is preparing for the network for a major upgrade via a planned hard fork. How this can influence the ETH price considering code changes and difficulty of staking in 2020. Let's find out. So this is from Crypto Hamster. So Crypto Hamster is saying that the Bollinger Bands are really getting tight for Bitcoin, so the whole market is going to go up. That includes Ethereum as well, obviously. Rookie XBT says Ethereum price will hit the heights. So he's got ETH date update here. This is getting interesting. So he says it's going to break out of a kind of an upward rise wedge there as well. And it's going to break out. Price is printing an ascending triangle structure. RSI creating a falling wedge structure, hidden bullish divergences as price makes higher lows and RSI makes lower lows. An RSI breakout from wedge would be indicative. And there's lots of other people kind of saying it's going to be extremely bullish as well. I'm very, very bullish on Ethereum just now. So Binance liquidity on the rise as BitMEX grip on the market loosens, thank goodness. According to data made available by crypto derivatives analytics firm Skew, the 10 million daily average bid-ask spread on cryptocurrency exchange Binance has been falling steadily over the last week. This spread represents a difference in price between assets available for immediate purchase and immediate sale. Reporting a 0.71% spread on 19th February, Binance saw a dip to 0.55% over the week, marking a drop of around 16 basis points. Skew had also reported a 50 basis points drop between 6th of January and the 4th of February. This implies that liquidity on Binance is rising as more buyers are matching with sellers on the cryptocurrency exchange across a larger range of prices. BitMEX, on the other hand, might be seeing liquidity that's falling slightly despite a drop of 5 basis points since last week. So it looks as if BitMEX grip on kind of markets is starting to kind of waver just slightly. Status on Ethereum private messenger goes Waku on Telegram. So startup Status raised $100 million in its 2017 initial coin offering on the premise of building a private messenger based on a Whisper protocol that allows Ethereum dApps to communicate. Whisper currently allows for only 100 daily users according to the company's simulation, and Status hopes to overcome this limitation. So it's going Waku. Status has been working on the fork of the Whisper protocol for a couple of years to solve some of the scalability issues. This new protocol is called Waku, and the current version can handle up to 1,000 daily users. However, the team expects Waku 1.2 to handle up to 100,000 users when it's released in 2 to 3 months' time. So it says here it's taken on Telegram. The messenger space is highly competitive. Even its sub-niche focused on privacy is full of battle-tested incumbents. The closest analogue for Status is Telegram, so Cointelegraph asked Petty what advantages does Status have over its much bigger rival. And his response, we don't rely on central servers. Everything is P2P, all the messaging is routed via Go Ethereum, everything is open source, users can verify, fork, upgrade our product. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I have a Twitter page. I've been using much more as of late, and it's Twitter at Stephen Aitchison or CYT-Crypto. Just type in CYT-Crypto, you should find it. I've now got 11,000 followers on there. That was from previously as well. I had personal development stuff that I do and still do, but I've been using it much more for crypto stuff over the past 6 months or so, and I'm using it kind of every day now, to be honest, to keep up with things. And I really am starting to like Twitter again. It was off the radar for a while, but I'm starting to really like it. And these are some of the things I posted, just what I was talking about today. Posted them about an hour ago as well. So you can hit me up on Twitter. I'll post a link down below for you as well. So on the 20th of January of this year, and this was only a few weeks ago now, we're talking 3 weeks ago, I kind of highlighted and did a 10-minute spotlight on a project called Coti. And I can explain all that in the video. I'll link a video at the end of this video as well. And I kind of said this could be really big for the long term and for the short term as well. And I called it 123 Satoshi. And now it's gone up to 300 Satoshi. So it's gone up about 160%. So I want to show you this chart as well, because this is such a beautiful chart. And I still think this could go up big time as well. So this is it here. Called it, the bottom was about 86 Satoshi here, and it's now kind of gone up to 311 it is at the moment, and I called it at 123. I think it was 116 for the premium group. So in the premium group, what I'm doing more and more of now is I'm looking for these hidden gems, and I'm doing it slightly differently from what I did a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I'm now not looking for just ideas. I want a product, I want a good team, I want the kind of backup there to see if it's making money as well. Coti is making money. They've got users on board as well, so they've got product there. I just think it's such a good product. So you can see here, we've got a weak resistance where we are just now at around 323 Satoshi. The next major resistance is about 70% away at 533 Satoshi. So if we just measure this from where it is just now to the next big resistance, 71% is. So we could gain 71%. This is kind of no man's land here once it breaks through the 323 Satoshi. Next major one is 727. That was a major one from the past. And a major psychological one is 1000 Satoshi there. And the all-time high is 1300 Satoshi. But if we take a step back and look at this, we can see a kind of pattern forming here, a familiar pattern forming here of cup and handle. So we're starting to see this familiar pattern we've seen loads of times before of this cup and handle formation. And we might kind of dip down a wee bit here. We are dipping down a wee bit here just now, before rising back up again up to this 533. So do your own research obviously, but look at Coti as well. I still think, even though it's risen about 160% already, I still think we could rise some by about maybe kind of another couple 100% from here. Yeah, about 300%. I would say from here we could still rise for Coti to get to its all-time high, and then come down and then go back up again. These are the kind of thing I'm looking more at in the premium group as well. And I give the premium members the videos before they go out on YouTube, a couple of days before they go out on YouTube. So I'm doing more and more of these. I've got 2 coming out this week. Probably one I think could possibly 1000x, possibly. It's an outside chance of 1000xing, but at least 10xing from where it is just now. Another one that could possibly 100x, but at least 10x again from where it is just now. So I'm looking at them. I'm going to be doing videos for them this week as well. So if you want to join the premium group, there is a link down below, but do not take my word for it. If you want to kind of think about it, just join the free group first. Ask people about the premium group and they'll give you an honest opinion, because I've always said to them, just be honest. If you think it's a crap group, just let everybody know it's such a crap group. If you think it's a good group, let everybody know it's a good group as well. So don't take my word for it, and you can join for 1 month and just try it out for $37. If you don't like it, just leave after that as well. So, but this is one of the ones that's kind of gone up as well, and you can see I've done others there as well. So we've highlighted Uptrend, which has also gone up 300%. Constellation is probably up about 30% from where I called it 3 weeks ago. Ethereum is up 100%, nearly 100% from where I called it. Chromia is just starting to go up. I just called that a week ago. One Ledger as well is just starting to move as well. That was just 2 days ago. So these are the kind of spotlights I'll be doing, and I do them first in the premium group. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If you can hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well, hit that like button on your way out as well. Really appreciate it. But I would also like to hear your comments. Have you got any news stories? Have you got any comments about today's kind of show if you've got any comments about any kind of crypto. But I would love to hear from you if you have in the comments down below. So until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.